7:30 on a Wednesday. I got a big day. I got an exam to write, got some grading to catch up on and finalize. But today's big story is my car. A couple of months ago, it was having an issue that was one of two things. One cheap problem and one catastrophic, might as well just light the car on fire and go buy a new one problem. So they did the cheap fix and it fixed it. Sweet. A month later, we had them double check it and it was still working well. So we put another $2,000 into the car in other things it needed, like brakes and suspensions and all that kind of stuff, to make the car last for a while. Let me emphasize that they double checked. So imagine our frustration when now this month the original problem is back and we took it in again to have them look at it and they said, oh yeah, it's that catastrophic might as well light the car on fire and buy a new one problem. Last month it was fine, or I wouldn't have spent the extra $2,000. So now I'm walking over to the car shop to get the final verdict from these guys and find out how it is they missed it. Of course, they're just going to say something like, oh yeah, you can't really predict the future. So wish me luck as I take this crazy walk to try and get a straight story on this car and maybe find a way to save it, or at least my $2,000. By the way, walking along this road is crazy. When you pass a stranger on the sidewalk and you say good morning and they say, nice beard. Yep, a new look, that's what I'm after in my fast food. So as you can see, I'm sitting in the car. That's a good thing. The bad news is, it looks like it is going to be a pretty expensive fix no matter which way we go. It's a cooling leak. Thankfully, it's slow enough that, at least for the short term, we can just keep the fluids topped off while we decide what we're going to do. Okay, so that's where we are right now. Maybe we'll start shopping for a new one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But as long as we keep the fluids topped off, it should be okay. Note to self, if you have a cooling leak and they think it might be the head gasket, there's two things you need to check: internal leaks and external leaks. Both of them require a head gasket change, and they only checked for the internal leak before because there wasn't an external leak that they could see, or so the story goes. It stinks, man. You can never really know when you're dealing with this mechanic stuff, and I really want to trust them. I really do. But ouch, $2,000 last month on a completely different issue. Just, it stings anyhow. Okay, so Nicole's going to shop for a car, and I'm going to get to the other things on my list. I got to grade and empty out emails and all that kind of stuff and write the final exam for the fluids class. Alright, grading is done. Now it is time to create a final exam. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, exam's about halfway written. I've got a doctor's appointment, and so it just happens to be right next to the gym. I hit those two things at once and then get back to it. Side note, every appointment I go to is a doctor's appointment. That's my favorite PhD joke. Ha ha ha. Medical appointment done. Time for the gym. Bonus. Just passed a sign that said, parking attendant off duty. Please exit. Hey, free parking. Isn't that a space on Monopoly board? Still stuck right there. I just climbed the hardest rated route that I've ever climbed in my life. I'm feeling super strong. Now I'm going for double. I'm going to run farther than I've ever run since I started anyway. Here we go, baby. This is the farthest I've ever run. I'm about a half a mile from the car, and I'm going to make it back. Yeah, record set. So today, my buddy from Amped Life issued a challenge to get out of your comfort zone. And it got me thinking. There is a creature living inside your head. It's called the amygdala. If you look it up, the other name for it is the lizard brain. And this thing has one purpose: to keep you comfortable. Comfort seeking is its number one mission. When you're about to try something that you're not sure you can do, that feeling of fear mixed with anticipation, mixed with nervousness, that's your amygdala trying to trick you into running away and being comfortable. And our lizard brains have us so used to the idea of being comfortable that the idea of being uncomfortable is uncomfortable. But the truth is that you are so much more capable than you think you are. Check that. You are so much more capable than your amygdala tells you you are. Every time that you step out of your comfort zone, what you're doing is telling your lizard brain to shut up, let you do something. And every time you do it, when you go back to your comfort zone, it's a little bigger than it used to be. So the next time that you find yourself thinking you can't go on, that you can't do something, that it's time to give up, just recognize that's your lizard brain trying to seek comfort. Tell yourself, oh my gosh, I see it. I'm seeking comfort. My brain is seeking comfort. I am capable of far more than this. So here's my new goal. I want to get so comfortable stepping out of my comfort zone that I'm comfortable with the idea of being uncomfortable. In other words, being out of my comfort zone is going to be in my comfort zone. Inchworm believes in you. I love Indian food. And friends.